Hey everyone, this is Jeremy again for Massively.com, and I'm here with a look at Runes of Magic. Going to show you some of the battlefields, some of the PvP oriented gameplay in the game. Now, I don't do battlefields a whole lot. Admittedly, I'm not a huge PvPer. I usually quest and craft and do pretty much anything else, but occasionally I like to jump in. So I've been in almost all of the different battlegrounds they have. You can enter the battlegrounds or battlefields from just about anywhere in the game. Doesn't matter what you're doing. You press this little icon up here, which is like a pair of crossed swords that is on your mini map. You can just click on that, brings up the battlefield queue, and you'll see we have Windrunner Race, 6 vs 6, Visdun Fortress, 1 vs 1, Tyrefen Mountain Range, which is real popular, 3 vs 3, and Karros Canyon, which is sort of like I don't know how to describe it really. You just sort of have to capture another person's. You have to kind of capture another person's stone and kind of like maintain your position there without dying. So let's just jump into some. Windrunner Race is one that is a little harder to get into. I'm just going to hit join, individual join on that, and just keep it going for a while because it might take some time. Tyrefen Mountain Range is probably the most popular, so let's just add that, and we'll add Visdun Fortress too. It's kind of nice. You could add all of them if you wanted to. Actually, let's just go ahead and do that. There's no reason not to. And then we'll just jump in the first one. Okay, so we're all joined up. I can go ahead and close the window, and then basically you can just run around like normal and do whatever you were doing in the world, in the persistent world, until a pop-up window asks you if you want to join. You can keep a status update here. Just scroll the mouse over the icon. Oh, we've got one. 1 vs 1 arena. I'm probably going to get my butt handed to me, but as you'll see in a second here, the arena is really small, and you start in these little cages. He'll start, you can't see it through the column there, but the other guy starts on the ramp over there. Oh, he must have quit. Okay, 6 vs 6. Let's see if we can get into that one. It's the same arena as the 1 vs 1, only it's going to be packed with as many as 6 vs 6. One of the things that I think need improved is matching in this game. Most often, it's never a 6 vs 6. It's usually 3 or 4 versus 3 or 4. It can be uneven too. See, it looks like there's 4 of us so far on this side, and we just started. Well, this is actually a really good battle here. I'm out of mana. Oh, this has to be one of the best battles I've ever had. Usually it's not this good. It looks like somebody, oh, they either dropped out or they're all up here. One big mistake I made was I didn't buy a bunch of mana potions here. Uh-oh. Oh, they're ganging up on me now. Oh, they got me. Man, I lasted for a while. As you can see, the points in the bottom portion of the screen for the red and blue flags, it keeps track of who's winning. We've got 1,100 out of 2,000 points so far. We're 100 points ahead of them, so it's pretty evenly matched. Normally we're getting only a few people each side, and it's usually really outweighed on one side. It's because of their matching system. I'm not exactly sure the mechanics behind it, but I figured out that they separate two groups of levels of players. They've been separating levels 1 through 30 or 1 through 29, and then 30 through level cap. I'm level 29, and that's what a lot of people want to do and end up doing who love to get into the battlefields. They wait, I think they do the same thing in WoW. They wait until they're at the highest possible level before they leave. They're all ganging up on me because I think I'm one of the toughest. We're tied right now, 1840. Okay, we won. And so here's our after battle report. So I can look down to me, self-view. Wow, I actually only have 4 kills, and I died 3 times. Did a total of 29,000 damage and 12,000 healing. I'm playing on a priest rogue, but I kind of spec'd it for damage, so I'm doing a lot more than a regular priest would. Right. Actually, that was pretty fun. That's what the 6 verse 6, 1 verse 1, and 3 verse 3 all look like that. They're all in that same little arena. And oh yeah, they do cross server matching too. So we could have been those people on the blue team could have been anybody from any of the servers, not just from the server I'm on right now. Which also makes me wonder why sometimes it's so hard to find a match. Here's the Tyrefen. We'll enter that. Because with all those servers, if they're pulling people from all those servers, you'd think that matching would go quicker, and that in places like the 6 versus 6 arena, that the full allotment of 6 on each side would easily be met. Yet most of the time it's not like what you just saw. That battle was actually, that was semi-rare. That was a semi-rare battle. It was really evenly matched. It was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of us. I think there was only 4 on each side actually though. So this is Tyrefen mountain range. I'm gonna buff these guys with some extra HP and attack power. This is like capture the flag. When we get in there, you'll see a bunch of crystals floating around, and they're all spread out. It's a pretty big map. It's just sort of like same as this. It's hilly, and there's a couple ponds, and there's some moving platforms to help you move around. I love this map. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're really outpowered, it's still fun because there's a ton of room to run and escape, and you can still win by capturing the flags. So there's the first crystal. I'm gonna let one of those guys take it. See, he just clicked on it, and you have to wait like 30 seconds or so. And as you can see, there's 2 more crystals in front of me. There's gonna be little power-ups floating around, like this one right here. You can grab. They don't automatically activate. They'll go into a special hotbar. I'm going to go ahead and activate that. I'm going to go ahead and target this guy. And try to kill him. And he got me. I wasn't paying attention to my health. Shoot. I could have taken him too. As you can see, I started at a random warp, a respawn point, and this crystal's already taken by our team, so is the one over there. I'm just gonna jump down, and I think that's the same guy I was just after. I'm gonna try for him. We've gotten more crystals, so I'm not worried about losing on points there. So I'm just gonna go for the kill because I think I could take him. He has a horrible stun effect. Oh! Oh, we got each other. So this is a really fun map or battlefield. It's probably the most fun. It's huge. You can see where the enemies start way off in the distance. He's relying heavily on his stun effects. I'm getting ganged up on out here. Oh man, where are my friends at? Yeah, I'm gonna pause for a second, take a quick look around. I can't believe the other team members would have left. They're attacking crystals. So that's okay. I'm taking the brunt of the force, and they're getting the crystals. So it should be a good strategy for us to win. I have a little wave armor shield that I don't use a lot in PvE because against like big bosses and stuff, wave armor doesn't do very well, but it's not too bad in PvP. I'm gonna go escort this guy. I think they decided to concentrate their efforts on taking crystals, so we're not seeing them, they're not attacking us, and it's sort of become this fight over getting the crystals right now. There's one guy going for that, but I think he's too late. We've got 4,800 points out of 5,000. We're in the lead, 4,900, so we're about to win. Maybe I can yep. And this is another breakdown of the battle. Who got how many kills, who died, how many times, and damage versus healing. So this is the battleground I do the most. Also, battlegrounds aren't just purely for fun or for killing. They are purely for fun, but you also get honor points. We earned, like, in every battle you'll earn maybe 2 battle point or honor points per kill, something like that. We each won 100 points for winning the whole battle. As you can see here, I have a total of 4,070 honor points. Then when I get enough, I can go spend those honor points on some things like armor and materials, resources and stuff. Let me get a queue going here. We're still in for Windrunner, I can't talk, and Visdun and Karros Canyon. We're still waiting for an opportunity there. I'll leave that going for now, and then in the meantime I'm going to head over to Obsidian Stronghold, where some merchants are for honor point goods. Which way to go? This might be cheaper if I go to Varanus. Now, a lot of things happen over the course of from patch to patch. I've noticed that Runes of Magic does a lot of updating throughout the months and between patches that they don't announce. And I think a lot of MMOs do that actually, because it's more like just constant tweaks to things, and maybe not be a big enough news to announce it as a separate thing. Like, you know, MMOs are probably constantly tweaking hundreds and maybe even thousands of little bugs, like the way textures look, or the way something, you know, the way a guy kind of like jerks around if he's walking up steps, or maybe there's something wrong with a little section of a water graphic, or, you know, and they're always smoothing things out. And I don't know if they've been doing that with the battlefields or not. I do know that there was some announcements that they've improved the servers on the battlefield, so they do run pretty smooth. But I'm wondering, after that really fun 6 vs 6, which was actually 4 vs 4 at the time, I'm wondering if they've done any improvement on teaming people up. Going back to the problem I have with the large level matching, the way armor mods work in this game are just, it makes a huge difference independent of your level. So I think it's just not enough to just lump such large groups of levels together. I mean, if at any time I could go into a 1 vs 1 battle and I'm level 29, and I have some fairly decent mods here, because I like to use this toon to PvP and earn honor points for crafting and stuff. So you can see I have some pretty decent mods going. Not great, but I'm only level 29s, but the Magic Cunning Necklace is pretty decent. And I'm still using a set thing here to get a couple set bonuses, and I'm using a couple of the Vato spells accessory set, Magic Turmoil Ring, and I've got them upgraded. So if I got pitted up against, like, I mean, I could literally be pitted up against like a level 10 that has no mods at all. So I mean, it's pretty much gonna be, I'm gonna pretty much breathe on him and he'll die. So in that respect, it seems really unfair. I'm hoping to get into each of the other battlefields before time's up tonight. Visdun Fortress is Visdun Fortress is kind of interesting. It's like if you've ever played tower defense online, like those little tower defense flash games, it's sort of like that, only like it's three-dimensional. You'll get transported into a small room instance. You can see the enemy, you can see the opposing team, but you're not fighting the other team because you're busy building your tower defenses. I think they just wanted to add a little more excitement by having the opposing teams be able to see each other. Okay, here is a selection of NPCs, merchant NPCs, that you can buy stuff with honor points. Let's take a look here. I want to see what you have for sale. Okay, here's some recipes. This is a combination of gold and honor points. Like for instance, this one is a recipe for a purple blood rage axe, or one-handed axe, that has physical defense 1206 and magical damage 543, and it comes with it looks like ghost stats, plus 483 physical attack, plus 80 physical critical hit rate, and there'll also be one randomly obtained ability in addition to that, but you won't see it until you buy it, and then you'll find out what your additional ability is. Let's see. That actually that sort of plays into the politics of Runes of Magic, using honor points to buy these recipes or equipment that could have these random abilities on them, because some of the abilities will be really good, and you can use other equipment to strip those abilities off or make a fusion stone out of them that would help you mod gear that you want to keep. Okay, here's a selection of resources. This is like pre-refined resources. They've already been refined to the first level, to green. So zinc sand's already been refined from zinc ore, tin sand, and you can see like one of these is like 49 gold plus 1 honor point. I've bought a lot of resources from here because I'm trying to make a really good staff, and I'm using a blue recipe which takes a ton of resources. So I use a combination of gathering on my own, and then I PvP to earn all the honor points, and then that helps me buy more resources. It's helping me double up. What I should do is get into upgrading my pet's crafting ability, because that would really help me gain more resources. Here's some actual equipment. These are accessories. Labyrinth army ring. The labyrinth set's actually fairly popular. It's actually used quite a bit. It's for level 55, and the level cap's 62 right now, which is actually, when chapter 4 finishes coming out, it's going to go all the way up to level 70 level cap. But people are still using things like the labyrinth set. People are going to use it either to get these stats off of here, like the Wing of the Lost is a yellow 7 stat. They're either going to use it to basically destroy and strip the stat off it to put on armor they want, or they're going to actually use these sets and then upgrade them. Now, some min-maxers might disagree with me, but I still see quite a bit of people using these. And if for nothing else, they're going to be good for leveling all the way through the current level cap of 62. Here's cloaks, belts. Let me see, there's something else here. I think there's... Yeah, look, you can even get fusion stones this way. You can buy them in like other areas of the Obsidian Stronghold or Varanus for pure gold, or this is another way. This will be an honor fusion stone. It'll have a forced inheritance attribute. I've never bought one of these, so actually let me just go ahead and buy one. Let me make sure I have the space. Here we go. Now let's see what I got. Okay, it's I got three abilities on this, and they appear to be, let's see, I got a strength 4, purity 4, and stamina 3. They look to be fairly high level. a lot better than the regular gold ones that you buy that have only like level 1 stats. So that's the advantage for buying these with gold and honor points over just simply buying the regular ones with just gold. These have higher stats. Now I'll never use that. Now if I wanted to, I could put that on the auction house. These stats are always going to be random, and even though people who are in the know will know the difference. They'll see something on the auction house and they'll be like, well, I can just get that myself, and probably for cheaper. But one of the nice things about people taking them over to the auction house is you can find matches, because whenever you're statting your armor, you need, and you're getting an ability you want onto an armor, you need like at least 3 of these fusion stones, and if they all have different stats on them, they're all going to go onto the they're all going to go onto the mana stone that ends up going onto your equipment. And people don't want that because they might have another mana stone that has like 1 or 2 or 3 stats that they really want. Like, let's say they're level 8 yellow stats that they like, really high level stats they definitely want. But the only way to ensure that that those yellow stats go on the armor is to make sure the fusion stones match exactly. So if I had 2 of these and they're all random, and then I have the 1 stone with my stats I want, lower stats are always going to win, and lower stats will always go onto items first. So if I have 6 different greens, I mean, they're all lower than the yellows I would want. So they're all going to go on, which would be a total waste. It would defeat the purpose of what I'm trying to do. So that's why you want matches. That's why you want 2 or 3 stones that match exactly. And that helps, it feeds into the economy a little bit. Here is some more resources. What this is the more rare resources. For each level of resource, like the zinc, there's going to be the zinc would be level 1. There's a more rare resource that there's not as many nodes to find out in the world, and flame dust is the level 1 or 1 through 10 resource that's a little more rare. So this merchant sells it here. Let's hop into another battlefield here, since these aren't queuing up. We've been in those queues for like a half an hour now. So let's go back and have some more fun here. Oops. Or try to. Okay, well, we can immediately get into 1 versus 1. Hopefully the other person doesn't quit. Well, it happens. It happens in World of Warcraft all the time, so just have to keep trying. I have my little damage meter. I have a few add-ons here for PvP oriented stuff, or for raiding. This is just a simple damage meter. It keeps track of how much damage I do, but I'm actually going to turn it off. Fire up my shield, and I've got 2 damage over times, and I've got a chain of light, which is sort of like a damage over time. It's like a 6-second attack, but it can be broken by any damage I accrue will break that spell. I'm guessing there's a rogue in here because I'm not seeing him. I'm guessing that he went oh no, there he is. Who is that? Hey, he's level 27 and he's firing up his buffs. I'm just gonna go in and attack him, see what happens. He'll probably jump off. He hasn't even broken my shield yet. There he goes. We're just doing a standoff here. I think I'm going to win. Yeah. I think he quit, but I did get counted for that kill. Leave battle. The other thing you do get is you get these little monetary prizes, and they added these when battlefields were first added to the game, which the original one was just the arena. Actually, I think you used to sign up at this guy here, if I'm not mistaken. And so it was real beta, and there was nothing to do except fight. There was no rewards. There was no honor point NPCs. There were nothing. So what they initially did was they added monetary prizes whether you won or you lost. I'm out of space here. I don't need to. I'll get rid of one of these. Okay, here's my monetary prize. Arena gift. And if I open it, oops, I might have to have another space to open it. As you can see, I got a random simple first aid potion, which is utterly useless. This is what you, because these potions you get like at level, when you're in your first 10 levels, like when you very first start the game. These are the lowest level potions you can get. So they probably need to tweak those. It looks like this guy is the Karros Canyon manager now. So let's give you some more details on that. Both teams have a runestone in their main fortress representing their side. Touching the enemy's runestone allows you to carry it away and transform into a runestone guard. Basically, you'll start on opposite sides of this open field. You'll run over up into their fortress, touch their stone, and you'll transform, like you'll grow like 2 or 3 times as big as you are now, and you grow into this thing that looks like a Roman gladiator with copper colored armor. You move a lot slower, but you're a lot tougher, and you have a couple special skills that they give you for that. If the carrier of the runestone is killed, the runestone will fall at the place of death. If the other team touches it, the runestone will return to their base. By killing an enemy player, you gain 50 points. Every 15 seconds, both teams will receive 10 points. The first team to reach 3,000 wins, and all members of the winning team will receive 100 honor points. There'll be 2 teams, of blue and red, like in Tyrefen mountain range. You can have up to 6 people on each side, but like I said, it doesn't always happen that way. With having levels between 1 and 29, and then being matched between level 30 and up. Plus it just doesn't always fill the full quota. It's just funky like that. Arena manager, 3 vs 3 arena manager. So these guys basically are telling the rules now. It used to be, you used to come to one of these guys and sign up. Now you're just getting the rules. Let's see this guy, he's a 1 vs 1. But the rules are fairly straightforward for all the arena matches. You just go in and slaughter. Try to kill the opponent as much and as quickly as possible. Let's see if we can do another Tyrefen. This over here are some NPCs with arena-oriented gear. This one is like the cloth merchant here. And it's pure honor points, and it's a lot for each piece. There are sets, so if you get the whole set, you get the set bonus. This one is Demon Rune Gown of Judgment. It's part of the Demon Rune Judgment suit. It's a 4-piece set. What should we do? 3. I'll do 3 versus 3. That sounds more fun. And that was 14,900 honor points just for that one piece. Looks like a little rogue here, not wearing any clothes. Oh, now see, this rogue is only level 19. So there's a huge difference. I mean, unless she's super modded out, which I'll check here in a second. Let's check her equipment. Okay, no, she doesn't. She has pretty much, well, here's some. She's modded a little bit. Her dagger, she's plussed it and modded it with very low level 1 greens and level 1 yellow. She does have some of the Silver Spring set, which she's getting a couple set bonuses from. Chances are she's going to get slaughtered. Which, you know, that's why I think they need to create more level brackets. I think that it would be highly desirable to have more level brackets, and maybe even if they could do a server side gear check of some form, like a server side gear score, and they could use a combination of matching by smaller groups of levels and by gear score. Oh, we automatically won. Yeah, I think I had written it in one of my articles on massively.com about the battlefields one time, and I think in that article I said I gave my opinion that I think they should have level ranges really small, like real tiny, like level ranges of 5, because the gear does a lot to outweigh levels. So having a smaller level range, I think will better match. In World of Warcraft, you have what, level ranges of 10, so like levels 10 through 19 or something like that, and then levels like 20 through 29, etc. But in Runes of Magic, because you can modify your gear so drastically, I mean, a level 29 with well modded gear is just gonna cut through a level 20, you know, like a hot knife through butter, even if they have semi-modded gear. So if you tighten up to, say, like levels 10 through 15 and 16, well, maybe like 10, like, what am I trying to say here? I'm trying to match it too, because the other thing I haven't said yet is the elite skills. That's the other the elite skills are the other reason I would match by levels of 5. Elite skills are more kind of special, more powerful spells and skills you get by every 5 levels. So let me show you some here while we're waiting for another battle group. Wrong window. Okay, where was my first one? Okay, Snake Curse, which is a real nice damage over time, every 2 seconds for 12 seconds, and I can level it as high as clear up to the max for a character level. That was my level 15 elite skill. I got that at level 15. If you're matching between levels of 10, like you would in World of Warcraft, there could be some imbalance, because anybody that got matched that was below level 15 wouldn't have that skill yet, Snake Curse. But they would still be matched with some people that would have it, that were over level 15 and possibly could have it. So my theory, or speculation, or whatever you want to call it, is my idea would be to have levels in groups of 5, and then I don't even know how they would do it. I'm not I'm not a programmer. But even then, I might have, within those group levels, I might have a server-side gear score, if that's possible. So I'll pop wave armor again. Go in here, and this is the 1 versus 1. So let's see, he's level 21. Yeah, he looks like he's a druid. So let's see. Okay, yeah, that was a real easy kill for me. He was level 21. I'm guessing he's wasn't nearly as well geared as I was. Well, we're slowly running out of time, and the Windrunner Race, Visdun Fortress, and Karros Canyon, none of them. Let me leave and try to re-enter. I don't know if that really does anything. It just makes me feel better. And I'll rejoin. Windrunner Race, I actually like it a lot. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's a great idea. It's a horse race on a little track, and every once in a while you can run across power boosts to help you out to win the race. So basically I call it Mario Kart meets Runes of Magic. I mean, it's like Mario Kart on horses. In reality, it's not very popular. It used to be, when it first came out, it was one of the first mini games actually, and that's how they classified it, as a mini game. That came out, and you actually signed up at an NPC in Varanus City in the lower west wing. But they changed that, and now you can join up to it just by opening the battle queue up here by your minimap, no matter where you're at in the game. It's a little different from the other mini games. You still have to pay an entry fee of 30 Furious tokens to play. And as far as I know, they haven't changed that at all. Let's go back over here to these. Now, as you can see, my PvP, my points, I've went up to 4107 points. So I spent some to show you that fusion stone, but I gained even more than I started with, so I'm up to 4107. This listing here says arena points. This is something that's currently dead, that you don't get anymore, as of actually only just a few months ago, if I remember correctly. They added Tyrefen mountain range, and they were working on all the battlefields, and I don't know what they were doing exactly, just tweaking them, improving them, whatever. And actually one day I was playing and I had a ton of these arena points and honor points, because the honor points you get in the games like Visdun Fortress or Tyrefen mountain range. But any of the actual arenas, 1 versus 1, 3 versus 3, 6 versus 6, you were awarded arena points. But they just did away with that. They killed it. You can still see the listing here in your PvP rating on your character sheet. But no arena points anymore. You do win. You win honor points now. So just everything gives you honor points. And the other thing they were doing at that time was adding new honor point merchants. So I think they were trying to figure out that's what they were trying to figure out, whether to do, whether to go with an additional form of currency or not. And I think they just elected to keep it simpler and go with all honor points. I mean, the Siege War, which I'll probably show eventually. Siege War gives you siege badges, which is sort of an additional form of currency. and we're not getting into any. Jeesh. See, this will happen. I imagine it happens in WoW. Although I don't remember ever having to wait this long in WoW. I mean, it's been a total of 40 minutes for Visdun, Karros Canyon, and the Windrunner Race, and we still haven't gotten in. Why isn't that opening? What am I doing wrong? I want to see what you have for sale. That's odd. Okay, so here is more rogue scout oriented stuff you can buy with the honor points. Demon Rune Doublet of Assassination comes with level 2 yellows stats. It's a 4-piece set. Then total, you can tell it's, whoops, we got invited. You can tell it's PvP oriented, because when you get all 4 pieces, you get plus 50 stamina, plus 50 physical critical resistance, plus 50 magical critical resistance. A lot of the PvP gear is geared towards resistances. Let's do 6 versus 6. Where the regular like PvE oriented gear seems to be more attack oriented. So let's see, hide this, buff these guys. If he holds still. Now see, he's level 3. I mean, there's just chances are he's not gonna stand a chance. I mean, level 3 nothing. He's like, this guy's level 25. Let's see if he has any modified gear on. No. Well, yes, he has one thing. He has a Sadie's Rod, which is two-handed staff, plus 6. He's got, it's not too bad actually for, it's not too bad, but it's all he, oh, he's got something else here. Yeah, but I don't know. Okay, here we go. Oh shoot, I think I protected the wrong guy. I threw a wave armor on that level 25, I think. Let me try to get a wave armor on this level 3. Okay, this is going to be a standoff. I think we're pretty much far outweighing them. Yeah. Now see, this is sort of the downside, I think, to this. Because anybody between level 1 and 29 will get matched. And anybody between level 30 clear up to level cap will get matched. And if somebody has like insanely modded gear, they'll be matched with somebody that has no modifications at all on their gear. Let's see. Usually a lot of people just quit unless they think they're having some fun with it. So it does get a lot of playability and people still play it, you know, just to goof off and stuff. Plus, I mean, a lot of people will win honor points if they think they can get even one kill. Another thing I think it's a bad aspect of the level matching is that somebody will build a twink. They'll go to level 29 and they'll build a character that just has insane amounts of modification. And then they'll come in and they farm for honor points, like for quick and easy honor points. They just farm to help them get all the PvP gear, you know, anything to buy. They're all teaming up on me. They might get me. Oh man. Oh, look at that. I was saved. Okay, well, we're just about up. We've got a couple more minutes. Well, this fight's still going on. Uh-oh, they've got... I see what happened. It looks like they have a third member here. I still didn't go and buy any mana potions. I'm gonna have to just quit here. Okay, so I'm sorry I couldn't get into the Windrunner Race or Karros Canyon or Visdun Fortress. We've been in the queue for the whole hour. But once again, this is Jeremy Stratton for Massively.com. You can check out my articles every Monday about Runes of Magic on Massively.com. Called Lost Pages of Taboria. And next week I think we'll take a look at in Istra Highlands. It's a level 30 plus zone. We'll take a look at the Istra Labyrinth. It's sort of like a world instance. It differs a little bit from regular instances. So, alright, so I'm going to end it here and we'll see you next week. Boy, these guys are persistent. I think I got that covered.